Hi friends, here we go. Here's my recap of Watchtower Study Article 23 for the week of July 31st, 2023. This one is all about marriage. I am not thinking this is going to be a very long video. It's very simple. One of the things that they do is this article explains how Joseph and Mary had a happy marriage because they stayed close to Jehovah, the God of Watchtower, and we're good Jehovah's Witnesses. Here it is, friends. It's called Keep the Flame of Jah Alive. They take it from Song of Solomon 8:6, which they claim says, love's flames are a blazing fire, the flame of Jah. Well, really, is that what the verse says? Because there it is on the right. I don't recall anywhere in the Bible God the Father being referred to as Jah, J-A-H. You can do your own research on this, friends. The Rastafarans refer to their God as Jah, J-A-H. Freemasonry God is referred to as Jah, according to Albert Pike's Book of the Words. But certainly not the God of the Bible. So how interesting. Just the thought. I also put Song 131 there. You could look at the lyrics if you like. But let's dig into the preview. Jehovah gave humans the gift of marriage, which allows a husband and wife to enjoy a special love between them. At times, however, that love could cool off. If you're married, this article will help you keep your love alive and enjoy a happy marriage. Paragraph 1 in the box. Love's flames are a blazing fire, the flame of Jah. Surging waters cannot extinguish love, nor can rivers wash it away. What a beautiful description of true love. These words contain a reassuring truth for married couples. You can have unfailing love for each other. Whether a married couple will have unfailing love as long as they live depends on them. To illustrate, a campfire has the potential to burn indefinitely, but only if it's fed. If left unattended, the fire will eventually go out. Likewise, the love between a husband and wife can remain strong indefinitely, but only if they nurture their relationship. At times, a couple could feel that their love is cooling off, especially when they are weighed down by, here we go, financial hardship, health concerns, or the pressures of raising children. How can you keep the flame of Jah alive in your marriage? Keep strengthening your relationship with Jehovah. To keep the flame of Jah alive, both husband and wife should work to have a strong relationship with Jehovah. Down at the bottom it says, a sister named Lena, who has been married for more than 25 years, says, it's easy to love and respect a spiritual person. So my question is, what about having or showing love for non-Jehovah's Witnesses? Because that's what this is about, right? Watchtower is losing members by the tens of thousands. This is a scare tactic to lead them to believe that having a strong relationship with the God of this organization will help you to have a healthy and strong marriage. Consider a Bible example. When Jehovah had to choose a couple to be the parents of the future Messiah, he chose Joseph and Mary out of the many descendants of David. Why? They both had a personal relationship with Jehovah, and Jehovah knew that they would build their marriage around their love for him. Can you learn from Joseph and Mary? God chose Joseph and Mary for many distinct reasons, not because they had a personal relationship with this God who works through men and has an organization. Let me just show you a few of them. All right, so number 1, Luke traces Mary's lineage through David because the Messiah was to come out of the stem of Jesse. Number 2, Mary was a virgin. Isaiah said that the sign would be a virgin shall conceive. Number 3, Mary was engaged to Joseph, who was also of the lineage of David, who had to travel to Bethlehem at just the right time. Micah 5:2 tells us that out of Bethlehem would come the ruler, the king. And number 4, down at the bottom, Mary was highly favored by the Lord, as recorded in Luke 1. Let's keep going. Joseph readily applied Jehovah's direction, and that made him a better husband. On at least 3 occasions, he received instructions from God regarding his family. Each time he obeyed promptly, even when it meant making big changes. Interesting. Moving down, husbands, you can imitate Joseph by seeking Bible-based advice on caring for your family. Down at the bottom, a sister in Vanuatu, who's been married for over 20 years, says, when my husband seeks and applies Jehovah's direction, I respect him more. I feel secure and have confidence in his decisions. So you can see where this is going, right? A husband is more respected when he seeks and applies direction from Jehovah of Watchtower, meaning blindly following and obeying the governing body. Paragraph 6, Mary had her own relationship with Jehovah. Her faith did not depend on what Joseph did. She knew scriptures well and made time for meditation. No doubt, Mary's spirituality made her an excellent wife. Today, many wives strive to do as Mary did. Moving down, wives, as you continue strengthening your friendship with Jehovah, your husband will have even more reason to praise you and love you. Paragraph 7, Joseph and Mary also worked together to keep their relationship with Jehovah strong. They understood the importance of worshiping Jehovah together as a family. It may have been challenging to do so, especially as the family grew, but they managed. Really? What's underlined? Yet remember that when you worship Jehovah together, you draw closer to him and to each other. Paragraph 8, what if your marriage is strained? The idea of being together for family worship may not seem appealing. And then they give some counsel. They understood the importance of worshiping Jehovah together as a family. Really? I'm without words. I was without words when I read this yesterday. And I still am. This is totally unbelievable. Jehovah's Witnesses are going to try to be like Joseph and Mary. They have good parenting skills to share with the witnesses. It's just too much. Paragraph 10 in the box, a brother in Nigeria said, when scheduling my activities, I include the time my wife and I will spend together as a couple. In the green box, Anastasia, the wife of a circuit overseer in Moldova, makes the best use of her time. I try to do my personal activities while my husband is busy with his responsibilities. That way we can spend time together later. Paragraph 11, married couples can learn from the example of Aquila and Priscilla, a couple appreciated by many early Christians. While the Bible does not provide many details about their marriage, does it provide any? It does reveal that they worked, preached, and helped others together. In fact, whenever the Bible mentions Aquila and Priscilla, it always mentions them together. And then down in paragraph 12 in the box, Aquila and Priscilla preached together. Do you regularly make plans to do the same? That's interesting, the picture. That man, he looks quite a bit older than his wife, huh? Maybe it's just me. I just found that interesting. Paragraph 13 in the box, note how Bruno and his wife, Taze, make sure to give each other attention. He says, during our free time together, we put away our cell phones and enjoy the time with each other. However, what if you and your spouse do not enjoy spending time together? Very interesting. It goes on to counsel there. You can read it if you like. Paragraph 15, treat each other respectfully. 16 in the box, Abraham treated Sarah with respect. He took into consideration Sarah's opinions and respected her feelings. On one occasion, Sarah was distressed and she vented her feelings to Abraham, even blaming him. Did Abraham lash out? No. He knew that Sarah was a submissive and supportive wife. What's underlined? Husbands, you have the authority to make decisions for your family. They cite 1 Corinthians 11:3. Look at that. It says, but I would have you know that the head of every man is Christ. The head of the woman is the man. The head of Christ is God. Friends, listen. This is what's important here. We answer to Christ, not to elders and not to the governing body. It's very clear right here. Down at the bottom in the box, Angela and Dimitri have been married for 30 years. She explains how her husband makes her feel respected. Dmitri is always ready to listen to me when I'm upset or when I just want to talk to him. He's patient even when I am very emotional. Paragraph 17 is just too much. In the box, Sarah respected Abraham by supporting his decisions. On one occasion, Abraham decided to extend hospitality to unexpected visitors. He asked Sarah to drop what she was doing and prepare a large quantity of bread. Okay. Unexpected visitors. Friends, read Genesis 18. It's amazing. 3 men come and speak to Abraham right before they go into Sodom to draw Lot and his family out. You will see that one of these unexpected visitors is the Lord God himself appearing in human form. Read it, you'll see for yourself. And this article calls these 3 men unexpected visitors. God discusses the promises through Isaac again. Sarah laughs in the tent. He knew she laughed. It's amazing that Watchtower, they give themselves away to be the liars that they are in their very own articles. And just looking down at the bottom, they cite 1 Peter 3, 5, and 6, but notice they don't cite verse 7, which is underlined. Husbands, dwell with them according to knowledge, giving honor to your wife as unto the weaker vessel, as being heirs together of the grace of life. It's not talking about the wife being submissive to their husbands. Generally, women are weaker. They're smaller. Their frame, their skeletal structure, they're weaker than men. However, this verse makes it very clear that a husband and a wife, they're heirs together. The wife isn't getting any less. The wife is as much of an heir as her husband is. An heir of what? An heir to all of the promises through Jesus Christ. Those who are Christians, that's what this is talking about. It's not talking about being a submissive woman. All right, we're going to wrap this up. Paragraph 18. Today, Satan wants to extinguish the love that exists in Christian marriages. I agree with that. He knows that if a couple lose their love for each other, they may begin to draw away from, really, Jehovah? However, true love cannot be extinguished. Down at the bottom, as you do, your marriage will bring honor to the source of true love, Jehovah, and just like a well-tended fire, your love will blaze indefinitely. Your love will blaze indefinitely like a well-tended fire? I don't know. This was very simple. I felt in this article they took away from who Mary and Joseph truly were. Yes, they were heirs of David. They did admit that. Or they were through the lineage of David, but they were so much more. There was so much more to Mary and Joseph that they don't even mention. Whether they had a good marriage. Mary was a virgin when she conceived. I think she would have been disfellowshipped if she were a Jehovah's Witness. Don't you? Unexpected visitors in Genesis 18. It's made very clear that the Lord appeared to Abraham near the oaks of Mamre. That was a Christophany where God is appearing in human form, fully God, fully man. In the Old Testament, it wasn't an unexpected visitor. Why does Watchtower do this? If the indoctrinated Jehovah's Witness would just read the verses that are quoted and cited, they would know that it's all just a big lie. But they don't. because then they have to spend time reading this article about how to be a good spouse. Respect your wife, respect your husband. Really? They have to be told that. Well, they really don't, but Watchtower has to waste their time. Anyway, I could go on and on. That's it. Turn to Jesus. He's the one who died for you. He'll save you. Cry out to him. He knows your heart. Thanks for watching, and I hope you have a great day.